Whoa! Oh my goodness. What in the world is going on with this thing? What's going on, everybody? Alright, well, we got some more trailers loaded up and ready to go to the sawmill. Got them all lined up. Just gotta set them on the way. And let's see, got the course loaded up. Alright, now while that truck's on the way, I'm going to be cutting some more back up in this area. This is, well, you can see the truck there, just to the left of where we were at with all the footlights and stuff, the little landing area. And I got a good bit cut. You know, you can see a bunch of piled up right over there, and there was a big pile right here that I just put on the that last trailer there, which I just about dumped over. I had my log loader full of with a couple of logs in the grapple, and was headed over to the other side of the truck to whip around and load it up, and the edges or the end of one of the logs caught the trailer and tipped it right over, but luckily I was able to save it. That was almost a near disaster. Yeah, and so we're getting pretty close to finishing up over here. I don't really want to cut all that much more in this area. I had been talking about possibly cutting every tree in sight on the map, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to get close. I'll be curious to see how many loads is on this map. You know, to cut down all the trees, because there's got to be thousands and thousands of trees on this map. But FDR Logging's coming out with a new map here pretty soon, end of December, called Rocky Mountains, I think. And I saw just one little screenshot of it. It looked pretty cool just from the screenshot. I don't know, you know, what all it's going to be on there, but it looked pretty neat. So I'm probably going to move over to that other spot that we talked about. I think it's spot number 5, and cut a bit over there. And then maybe, you know, we'll definitely play the new map, because he always puts out some good stuff. And but we'll continue on this map, because I really do want to see, you know, how much we can cut, how many loads we can get before I get just totally bummed out and bored with the map. Although I don't think that's going to happen, but you never know. And so we'll continue to cut over here for a little while, and I want to get this hillside cleared off. And let's see, maybe, because you can see there's kind of a mountain or something right over behind us. I'll show you in just a second. Uh-oh. Okay, so right there behind us, there's some kind of starts getting pretty mountainous. I don't want to get up in there. Right over the cab back there, there's probably a few more we can cut right back in there, and we'll do that. And then that's probably going to be it. There's a few right over here that we could probably cut, but I think I'm going to leave that for now. We pretty much wiped out that whole middle area, and there'll be a good bit cut over here too, so I don't want to cut just a whole lot more in this area. We may come back later, but for right now we'll just cut this little hill and the other little spot behind us there, and then that'll do it. Now the other little bit of news I have is I finally I think got all the controls figured out to set up my dual joysticks. I've been wrestling with it because I was trying to thought I might be able to use just the in-game controls, and that didn't quite work out. So then I thought, well, I'll use this joy to key, which FDR login had put up a little tutorial video, and that's how he uses the dual joystick setup he's got. But that didn't quite work out for me because I also use a gamepad. So I think it's a Logitech F310 gamepad, and that's what I'm using right now. In fact, as I'm playing, and it really works out good for pretty much everything except for the grapple loader and all the other big track equipment that Fellow Buncher, all that stuff that FDR Login has put out that I want to use. So I finally was fooling around with all the controls the last couple of days, and finally I think found something that works. So I've been kind of testing it out and practicing, and I think with a bit more practice I can definitely use that. So, and what I ended up doing was, in FDR Login's video, what he recommends is there's some specific options in the game controls that he just basically clears out. He clears those out and uses the dual joysticks for some of the options as the end game, and then for everything else he just leaves it alone and uses joy to key. But that didn't work for me because of the gamepad. So what I ended up having to do was I unhooked my joysticks, plugged in just the gamepad, and reset everything to default. And then for just a couple of the controls that he recommended, I used his recommendations of setting those as the joysticks. And then for everything else, I just used joy to key. Now the only thing I did have to reset or redo that's different is there was one option that controls the skidder, the grapple. It raises and lowers the grapple arm. I did have to reset that to just like, I think, the left stick on my gamepad. So that's a little bit different. It's kind of odd how it works. You got to be careful, because if you're moving your stick left or right to steer, then sometimes if you don't get perfectly left or right, it'll try to raise or lower that arm on the grapple. But other than that, it works out pretty good. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to. But if that's all I got to get used to, that's doing pretty good. And let's see what else. So I did download the if you're familiar with Farming Simulator 15, there was a wood chipper called the Beast, and somebody modded that for 17, and I downloaded that. I need to go in and adjust the price though, because they've only got it for $10, and I don't know, I just have a problem with that. I'd rather pay legitimate money for it and work up towards it instead of just cheating and getting it for $10. So I'll be adjusting the price of that. Probably going to go, I don't know, at least 400,000. Those machines got to be pretty expensive. And let me stop this driver so he's not wasting all of our money. And let's go ahead and get the next trailer loaded up. So let's see, I'm going to put this trailer right over here. I think I'm going to put it on some level ground this time, just in case I get into that situation where I'm just about knocking the trailer over again. So I think right about there is going to do okay for that one. And once the next trailer gets unloaded and back, we'll reposition it probably a little closer to where the feller buncher's at. Okay. Yeah, so hopefully the first thing I'm going to buy, probably, I don't know, I'm really debating on this, is either buying the feller buncher and selling the Ponzi Scorpion here, or I may keep the Scorpion for a while and then buy the grapple loader. Not sure yet. I have to think about that. Not even sure what I can get for the Ponzi Scorpion anymore. It may not even be enough. In fact, let's take a look. I think, yeah, I'm going to look at it this way. Go to our garage and... Oop. So 179,000. So that's really gone down. I think we bought that thing for nearly 300,000. Of course, I got a lot of hours on it now. So 180. And let's see, what are we going to need for the grapple loader? I mean, for the feller buncher. So 320,000. So if we make a few more loads, save up some money, and sell the Ponzi Scorpion, we can definitely get the feller buncher, which I think is probably going to be the first purchase. Because, well, probably either that or the grapple loader. I haven't decided. I'll have to make up my mind before we get to that point. Of course, we'll still need several more loads to make up some money. The only downside to getting rid of the Ponzi Scorpion and getting the either the feller buncher or the grapple loader is I'm going to go back to manually cutting the trees up and delimbing them. So I don't know. I wonder, is it? Let me look real quick. Is there's an option for leasing it? Well, I can lease it. Be quite a bit, but we can do that. That's an option. Of course, we'd really have to make up some wood to pay for that. Whoa, yeah, it doesn't like those trees on the ground for sure. And the one thing I haven't got working yet is the fixed processor. That'd be the thing I'd use at the landing alongside the grapple loader, is the processor to delimit and cut it up to length. And I haven't got that working yet. I can make it grab the tree and I can turn it on, but it won't cut for some reason. I haven't figured that one out yet. Okay, so we're getting real close here to finishing up on this spot, and I'm going to go ahead and set up a pole, and you'll see that hopefully on the screen somewhere at this point. And what I'd like for you to do is make your vote count here on this this poll. And so we're going to have the option of doing a clear cut, which is what we're doing right here basically, or a chipping operation where we take all the trees, chip them up into wood chips, or we're going to do a select harvest where we pick out just the larger or dead trees like this one I'm cutting here. So vote in the poll, let me know what you want to see next. And whenever we move over to area number 5, which is just to the southwest of us, down at the bottom of the screen almost, next to wetlands, that's where we'll be moving next, because I just wanted to have a bit of a change of scenery with some of the water and all that down there, so we'll be moving there next. But let me know in that poll, and whatever y'all decide, it'll be, that's what we'll do for area number 5. Alright, so let's get this moved out of the way again. Now this time I think I'm going to put it right up here, because we'll be cutting all this down, and that'll be out of the way. Yeah, the timber prices really dropped. I think they're less than 200 now. Let's see. I didn't get much for that last load. Oh wait, there it was. The sawmill. Well, 210. It's gone back up. Huh? That's okay. Maybe I just didn't get a bunch of good trees loaded on there or something. I don't know. I think that second load may have had a bunch of smaller ones on there. This one's got a good bit of bigger trees on here, so we'll see what happens with this one. I wasn't really paying attention to how much we had before that last load went through. I thought it was about $30,000 though. But I'm glad to see timber prices have gone back up. Okay, let's get these last few little trees right over here cut. And I'll really try this time to stop buying stuff. It seemed like just as soon as I was making some money, I was spending it. Now that timber prices have gone back up, we'll try not to spend as much this time. And now, of course, once we get ready to buy some of this bigger equipment, it's definitely going to cost us some money. And you know what? For right now, I think I've made up my mind. I think what I'm going to do is keep the Ponzi Scorpion and buy the grapple loader, because the grapple loader should, once I get get some practice on it and not be so bad at it, it should load the logs a bit faster, so that should help. But the one thing we'll have to do is I'm not sure if we want to. Well, we'll have to probably get a skidder, that's for sure. Because we'll have to skid them up to the landing and deck them good so that the grapple loader won't have to do much work. It just reaches over and grabs them, puts them on the truck. So if we go the grapple skidder or grapple loader route, we're going to have to go 2 pieces of equipment. We have to get the loader and a skidder, which I think was going to be about 300,000 for both of those. I think the skidder is about 100,000 and the grapple loader is 200. Alright, there we go. So 74,000. We had, oh look at that, it stood straight up. Never seen that before. So we got about 24,000. Okay, well that's not bad. That's a pretty decent load there actually. We've been getting about 19 to 20 or 22, 19, 22 I think. Okay, well I'm pretty close right over here to finishing up. I don't want to cut too much more. And now we're starting to get into some of these trees that are already on the ground, and those are always a pain, so I'm going to avoid those. And we're going to hop out here in a second and take a look. Okay, let's see. I can probably get maybe these 3 bigger trees right here. I'm not going to go past that tree right there. I'm going to get this one. And I'm not going to go past that one, but may come around here and get this one on the outside. So that'll be it for that little spot. Let's see. Now I'm going to take a look real quick. Let's see. I'll just hop in the tractor and drive over here because we're right there anyway. Okay, so I got a bunch cut right up here on this hill. I have to get all those picked up and loaded up. And I'm probably going to take out a few more right here near the bottom because there's some bigger ones kind of right this little spot right here. I'll get all those cut up and down, and that'll be it. Yep, so like I said, we're getting real close on this area, and we'll be moving to another spot here shortly. In fact, what I'm probably going to do is probably do this off camera, but I'll go ahead and get the floodlights moved over there because I know we'll be cutting in the dark over on that spot because we'll be there for a while. Okay. So let's see. I think I'm just going to leave. No, I'm going to back this truck up actually. And put it kind of off to the side. That way if we make a load, it'll be out of the way. And that should be good right about there. Okay. Alright, well, let's see, what can we do? I'll load up all those trailers off camera, and I'll tell you what, I have not been over to number 5 yet, so let's hop in the truck. Where'd my truck go? Oh, let's turn that off. There it is. Let's run over there and take a look. I hadn't been over there. Whoa. In fact, I'm going to take a shortcut. I am going to go this way. And I think I can cut through the water. I hope. We'll see. Maybe if I get up here in one of these little narrow spots. It may not like this. Oh no, that's deep. I'm not going in there. Let's see. Oh gosh. Well, I guess we're going to have to go up and around the lake. Yeah. And then hope I can get across. That's alright. This truck's kind of fast. We'll get there in a hurry. Oh, well, oh. That was a near horrendous crash there. Yeah, these little wetland spots are pretty cool. I kind of drove a little bit over here, but I didn't venture off too far into it. Okay, now I imagine that we can't get across this either. I don't want to sink my truck. Yeah, that's too deep. Let's see, where are we at here? Where are we at? Okay, I know what I can do. We'll go up a little bit, then maybe a crossing right up here, or at least I can park the truck and then walk across, because we're nearly right there. Yeah, so right here is pretty much right across from number 5, so let's hop out and maybe it'll let us go across. Oh yeah. Okay, so number 5 already has a little landing site prepared. And see, there's not a lot of trees right here behind the landing. There's a good bit back up this way. But what I'm probably going to end up doing is coming down here and logging in this wet area. That'd be kind of neat. And there's a pretty good little hill there to skid up, and a bunch of trees right in through here. And then all these trees right in here. Now, what I've seen in some previous videos from other folks is these weird looking trees right here, which I don't even know what kind of trees those are. Those things are pretty big, and I don't think the Ponzi scorpion will cut them. Now the feather buncher will, but of course chainsaw, but Ponzi won't. So we'll have to deal with those when we get there. But yeah, so it's kind of a neat little area, and what we'll do is just cut all the standing trees, and I'm not sure what to do about these fallen over trees yet, but I'll think about that. And then we got some more area back over here. Now of course this all depends on what y'all voted for in the poll, whether or not you wanted to see a chipping operation, and if that's the case, then I'll bring over the chipper and the truck with the big trailer. Yeah, and then of course the select harvest, what we'll do is like this tree right here, that's a lever or no cut, and then let's see, that one's a no cut, that one's a no cut, but this one right here, this dead looking tree, we'll cut that, and then we'll cut that one, and that's a keeper, and that's a keeper, and then we'll cut this one. But there's some other trees that look kind of alive, or they look alive, not dead like that one. But I don't see any right over here. They're all smaller trees, which that's interesting. Oh, there's one. No, that's a double tree. Well, it does look bigger though. There's definitely two there, but I think one of them's a taller one that'll get 2 logs out of it. So we cut one of those. Yeah, some interesting. Well, anyway, this is where we'll be moving to next. Number 5. There's a nice little landing here. We can set up the grapple loader. Well, once we get it, and then skid the logs up there from the wetlands or from over here. And then we'll set up a new course play route to get us there. So yeah, that'll be kind of neat. And it's a good long ways from here over to the sawmill, so we'll have some time to possibly, cut a few more trees and maybe even load a trailer or something. Maybe we can have 3 loaded, and while the first one's gone and back, or actually while the second one's gone and back, we can be loading up the first one again. I don't know. We'll have to see how that plays out. But anyway, I'm going to get back over here to my truck, wherever it's at. There we go. And make my way back to the sawmill. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video and been enjoying the series so far. I've been having a lot of fun playing Farming Simulator 17 with forestry. And hope you've hit that subscribe button. If you haven't, just as a note, I've been mentioning this in most of the videos here lately. When I reach 100 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away a digital download copy of Farming Simulator 17. So that'll be coming hopefully pretty soon. I think I'm up to like 80 subscribers now, so it won't be long. And whenever I do get finally to just about ready to do that, I'll put up a video that's specifically about the giveaway and tells you how to enter and what, how I'm going to pick the winner and all that good stuff. So be looking for that here pretty soon. And anyway, so hope you've enjoyed the video. I'm going to go ahead and sign off for this time. And so next time we'll get those 3 trailers loaded up and be ready to go for next time. And then we'll be moving equipment probably pretty soon within the next couple of videos, because I've got just about all the trees cut, and then we'll be loading those up, and there won't be much left to do. So we'll definitely move the Scorpion over and get it set up. But anyway, this is Jonathan. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for all the subscribers and the views. And so until next time, we'll see you.